Joe. Today I'll show you a construction project in northwest London. This house, originally a 3-bedroom semi-detached, is being renovated and expanded. Scaffolding indicates an additional floor with a master suite and a 3-metre ground floor extension. We're in Wiesline, Zone 6, near Wisley Manor Station, with 2 subway lines, including Piccadilly. It's convenient to reach the city centre, though a bit farther out. The house is well located, just a 5-minute walk to the subway. Let's go inside and take a look. The large master suite will be added to, and on the ground floor we will extend about 3 metres. This area is Wiesline, in Zone 6, northwest London. The nearest subway is Wisley Manor Station, with 2 lines, including Piccadilly, making city centre access convenient, though a bit longer due to distance. The house location is good, with the street leading directly to High Street and a 5-minute walk to the subway. It's really convenient. Let's go inside to see the construction progress. Starting with the porch, it features double glazed windows for better lighting. The space is small but decent for a porch, blocking wind and adding security. The subway lines here make it quite convenient to get to the city centre, although it might take a bit longer since it's a bit further out. However, the location of this house is pretty good. You can see that at the end of our street is the High Street, and it only takes about 5 minutes to walk to the subway station from here. So it's really convenient. All right, without further ado, let's head inside and take a look. What about a project? And what is our progress here? Here, in your transaction, from the beginning, it is a porch. Look at this porch. In fact, the most important thing is a double grace. The window is removed, formed and caused such a problem, so the lighting is good, and the place is not big. Even if it is relatively small, it actually has a portre, so it is good. It can block the wind, and the security will be better. In fact, all these seats can be used. Although it is not very big, it can hold some shoe cabinets. So at least it is ready. Even if it is closed, there are many places that can be used. After we pass the second door, in fact, there is a porch seat when we enter. Hey, I just saw it. In fact, the entrance hall is very spacious. It actually ranges from this to this. It's about 5 feet, and there is a big space behind this place. You can put something down. That is an upright heater. That is a Ray. It's even possible to put down some shoe cabinets. It's pretty cool here. There are many windows here, providing good natural lighting. As we proceed, you can see we've done a lot of demolition. The house had a lot of wallpaper. Now we're entering the living room. This type of house, built in the 1920s or 30s, usually has 2 large living and dining areas. HA4. Previously, a wall separated these spaces, but the last owner removed it, totaling almost 300 square feet. These areas are spacious with a bay window, so the lighting is good. Meanwhile, it's past 3 p.m. and we haven't turned on the lights. We've also helped the owner remove a twin breast chimney. In this 1920s or 30s house, it's typical to have 2 large living and dining areas. Previously separated by a wall, the last owner removed it, creating an open space of almost 300 square feet. Let me show you another angle. These areas are usually spacious with a bay window, providing good natural lighting, even past 3 p.m. without lights on. We've also helped remove a twin breast chimney, increasing usable space and easing furniture arrangement. Removing the chimney required adding roof support. Let's continue. Often, the living and dining areas are spacious with a bay window. Even though the house isn't large, the natural lighting is good. We haven't turned on the lights and it's past 3 p.m., but the lighting is still okay. We've removed a twin breast chimney, which adds usable space and makes furniture arrangement easier. Removing the chimney requires adding roof support. Let's continue. Now, we reach the original kitchen. The kitchen is small, right? In this house type, the overall size is decent, but the kitchen is tiny. For a 3-bedroom house, the kitchen is less than 80 square feet, maybe around 70. The layout isn't practical either. Here, at least there's more usable space, and it makes it much easier to arrange furniture. Of course, if we're removing the chimney, we also need to add some support in the roof area to reinforce where the chimney was taken out. All right, let's keep going. So what? We can do it again, actually. It's just a kitchen. The kitchen is so small when you see it. This kind of house is like this. The rooms are big, but the rooms are also big, but the kitchen is very small. In fact, I think here is a 3-bedroom kitchen. The original kitchen was so big, it was about 80 feet or 70 feet wide, not counting the space, so it was easy to clean. There's a small alcove here. I guess he might have put this refrigerator there before, but it's not that big. It's changed. So the owner is talking about it, and they're talking about it in the future. Even if the number of people living in the house is different, well, of course it's not enough to have such a small kitchen. In fact, when I saw it, I actually made an extension before. But this extension can do it, even if it can be said to be a little nondescript and a little strange. So this extension here is currently useless. It's not really a kitchen anymore. It might have turned into a utility room, like a laundry area, which is quite a waste. Even though there's a skylight, it still feels like a waste. When we came to check it out, we felt that some of these extensions that were just not practical. So actually we will do it, and this time we will make a policy change that is a more ideal layout. In fact, what will our future look like? Where will we actually come from? We will divide it in half. So this will actually add an underground bathroom. When you come in, it will be very convenient to have a bathroom right here. On this side, we will actually turn it into a laundry room. As for the other side, which was originally an unclear space, we will convert it into the kitchen. Of course, the kitchen won't be this small. We should take a look at this area as well. Since it's currently raining, you can see that we've already framed this area. Let me check if this can be opened. Can this be opened? Okay, so everyone can take a look. Do you see this plate? This area will extend outward and adding support to reinforce the upper structure. This space will connect to form a large dining kitchen area. Once opened, it will transform into a living room area for better flow. This will create a large space for movement. This area leads to a spacious garden. The owner requested extending this part to match the original about 3 meters, which is enough. There's an odd design with a bathroom and shower underground. The placement is inconvenient, requiring a longer walk to the bathroom. If it's possible, there's such a big space to walk around in. It's just a garden. It's scary how big the garden is. But what about this? We, the owner, asked us to just do this, even if we do it parallel to his original extension. It is about 3 meters. In fact, it is quite enough. And this one is even better. What a strange design right here. In fact, is there a toilet underground? There is a shower and a toilet, but it's just in this location. It's not convenient to use. For example, if someone wants to go to the bathroom and comes here again, they will have to take a longer way to get here and there. Keeping the bathroom here seems odd, right? The kitchen will be here, so walking through it to reach the bathroom is impractical. We'll move the bathroom to this side and lock down this wall for a more practical space. This change allows for a larger, more functional kitchen. Over here, there's a door to the garage, which we'll keep but renovate for tidiness. It's messy now, with wires everywhere, so plumbing and electrical work need redoing. For the stairs, we've done a lot of demolition. This side had a railing, which we'll reinstall for safety. At the top, the landing area has changed significantly from its original state. Well, our AA, we call it a big kitchen, die-in kitchen, so we can make better use of the place. Okay, so it's the same. When we look at this location, we see a door, and I can't get in. It's actually a garage. The garage will remain open, but we will all... Hey, the garage has been renovated and turned into a lot neater because the wiring inside the house is actually very messy, so we have to help it. Again, even doing the water and electricity. Upstairs, this staircase area has been demolished. There used to be a railing to be added back for safety. When you come up, you see first the landing area. This landing area has changed. It originally extended to here. This area is where the staircase used to be. Now this leads to the third bedroom. But now with a new staircase, we've rethought the layout. The owner wanted the staircase here, but after measurements, the contractor decided we need to access the third bedroom first to meet specifications. So now we need to create the third bedroom here, taking up almost a meter for the staircase. This third bedroom was small and will be smaller, but we'll keep it. This is the third bedroom, but we need a staircase. When planning the staircase, we considered and measured it repeatedly. Initially, The owner wanted us to build the staircase in this area, but our staircase contractor found it needed space from the third bedroom, so we have to take a bit of space from the third bedroom, nearly a metre, to create the staircase to meet specs. This means the third bedroom, already small, will now be even smaller. However, we plan to keep it, maybe a study. Now, let's see other areas on this floor. This area has 3 bedrooms. Besides the smallest bedroom, there are 2 larger bedrooms here. You can make a staircase first, that is, you can transfer it to a staircase and it meets the specifications. So what? Speaking of home, we are going to build the third room. Even here, we stole about 1 meter away. We just made a staircase. What about this room? In fact, the third room was originally a relatively small room, and of course the home will be even more detailed for us, but are we keeping it open? We might turn it into a study room now. Let's take a look at this floor and the other areas. Here, there are actually 3 bedrooms. Besides the smallest third bedroom we just looked at, there are 2 larger bedrooms here. So these 2 rooms are actually similar in size to the living and dining area downstairs, each being around 140 to 145 square feet. They also have a relatively large bay window. You can see here that the owner has some furniture that they might want to keep, so we can't see the full size of the rooms right now. We will also help them remove the chimney breast, which will make the rooms feel larger. And over here is the bathroom, which is actually not small at all. Scared? Did you see a restroom? There are people who are nearly 100 feet tall and go upstairs. See, actually it's just, let's show you the stairs. In fact, there is nothing we can do about it in this middle location because we all have to renovate our own houses. The first landing staircase to be designed is the right side of the house. That is the side of the house opposite the road. We usually do the slope. That is the sloped roof, or the new tiles are laid, because this is actually the appearance. It's the same as before. You see, I'm like what we usually do. In fact, we won't let it go. We will make some storage space and add a door when the time comes. Now, when you see it, go home. In fact, with the addition of 1 more seat. How big is this room actually? It means it is a suite. In fact, this room is already larger than this one. Even the toilet is close to it. Even if it is 200 feet, it scares me. After a while, if you look at this, you can see that this side has a flat roof and this side is facing the garden. So this side there will be a bigger window and you can actually set up the bed. So this side, or maybe in addition to the storage space here, there are also other things here. Consider making some entry cabinets. And see this one here. It looks like there is a room. And this one is a future bathroom. I will add a jar, one with a window, ceramics, etc. When I see this, I see some silver ones. In fact, this is the result of insulation, so I made this. After the insulation, that is the thermal insulation layer, will be added. And then the clay slabs will be added. In this way, I will first show you the progress of this renovation project in Ruislip. Well, what about this project? We have been working on it for a few months. But because of this, in fact, the time spanned by this project is mainly in winter. And speaking of it, it spans this Christmas, the New Year, the Lunar New Year has become such a festival. And maybe we all have some time off during the festival. And the weather this year is also particularly bad. It's winter this year. If you live in the UK, maybe. After December, it often gets really windy and rainy. So when we're doing this kind of extension works, we definitely have to take off the roof and then put it back on. We need to find a time when the weather is a bit better, at least for a couple of weeks, before we can safely take off the roof and cover it back up. So, during this period, we really have to keep an eye on the weather conditions to continue our work. Yes, it's because of the weather problem, Actually, it was delayed. Even though we expected it, it was delayed for a while. I also have to communicate with the owner all the time. In fact, we really wanted to do it as soon as possible, but the weather is such a problem. There is no way. So this time it is just a good sharing with everyone. In fact, in the UK, for example, it is like doing some construction projects, which is like this. In fact, sometimes you have to just look to the sky for divination. We need to constantly keep an eye on the weather conditions so that we can continue with our work. All right, that wraps up our sharing for today. If the viewers enjoyed this video, please like, love, and share our channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We have many years of experience in property development and renovation in London, UK. Our team is highly skilled, and we can provide comprehensive property development services, including property purchase, transaction inspections, architectural design, planning permission, applications, communication with government departments, actual project, execution, and progress follow-up, among others. Our services cover Greater London and nearby areas. If you're interested in learning more about our services, you can email us or visit our website. I'd like to show you the projects we've completed in the past.